I'm not jaded because I'm hurt. I'm jaded because I've seen the other side of it. I've seen women come here, want to go on dates with me, ask them, hey, are you in a relationship? Swear to God they're not in a relationship. Tell me they don't have an Instagram, find their Instagram and see that they're engaged. It happens all the time. In fact, the girl, I just showed you a photo. That girl was engaged that night. That night she was engaged.
Saw this article on Vogue. The headline says, is having a boyfriend embarrassing now?
I think in online media especially, but all media, there's a romanticization of the independent, feminine, strong woman. And I think a lot of that is really positive. But I also think it's created a culture where women are encouraged to kind of be one striker out as a man. Oh, he doesn't get along with his parents? Red flag. Like every yellow or magenta flag is a red flag. And you're the strong, independent, beautiful woman, and you don't need a man. Mm-hmm. And whenever I ask for dating advice, the first thing I ask is, would you want to have sex with you? Are you in shape? Do you have a plan? Are you kind? Do you demonstrate artisanship and interest in different things? You know, how do you demonstrate excellence? And the advice I would give to women is what I call a second coffee. And that is, I think women are celebrated for exiting relationships, you know, inspiring Carly Simon songs about walking out on that man and you don't need a man. And when men are asked, if a woman had 80% of everything you want, would that suffice for you? 75% of men say, yeah, that'd be great. When women presented with the same metric, 80% of everything you want, 75% say that's not enough. The solve is for men to level up.
Yes.
But if you look at the content saying 6 feet, 6 figures, like that's not a lot to ask, right? 6 feet, 6 figures. If you take out married men, obese men, men over the age of 50, it's 2% of the population.
Oh my God.
Jeez,
And
where would he find
if you talk to
information
people
like
who've been
that?
married longer
Michael
than 30
Sartain.
years,
God, what
80% of them say one was much more interested in the beginning than the other. And it was almost always the man. The reality is, Liz, we're less choosy.
Talking about gatekeepers filching.
Oh, for those of you who don't know, like I have 3 videos that went mega viral, like multi-million views, where I said being 6 feet tall and making 6 figures, it's 2.3. I mean, he is like deliberately plagiarizing the stuff that, and I really like Scott Galloway, but it's like, he probably doesn't know my name and has no idea that it was me that he heard it from, but that's where they're getting it from. And then it's like, well, then you want to include us in the conversation? No, you guys are misogynistic red pill people and you hate women. Did you notice the 7 women on my show tonight? Yes. Did you? No, you didn't notice that, did you? Because it doesn't really work.
You're
with your narrative.
weaponizing it, Michael. No, and I wanted to point this out.
That was shocking hearing him like verbatim.
So that's verbatim.
Yeah.
So the other thing is he completely sidesteps the whole reason why women would be embarrassed of their boyfriend, or the boyfriend, right? Or having a boyfriend, period. Because I'm sure every woman at this table understands the concept of the soft launch, right? Where you don't show the guy on your Instagram, because if you do, you lose market share. Mm-hmm. Okay. Meaning you're going to lose followers, you're going to lose income, you're going to lose, if you don't provide, or you don't like upkeep this fantasy of being available, facade, take the ring off, whatever it is. Yeah. Whatever it is, if you don't keep that up, if you're doing a soft launch, or whatever, even if the guy's like your brother on Instagram, that looks like you're with somebody else. Yeah. That's why they're embarrassed of a boyfriend, because you will lose social market capital by doing so. It's as simple as that. If he would have just left it at that, it would have been so easy.
And it also works the other way around.
Yes, it's the fantasy. You do. Yeah, exactly. It's the LARP. Yeah, it's social market
also
capital.
Embarrassing. Like, okay, if you post someone and then it doesn't work out,
right?
Now you're completely embarrassed. Now you're completely embarrassed, and then everybody's like, "What happened?" Mm-hmm. And now you're so curious about what happened, and that's a big deal too.
Yeah, just don't admit to anything.
And I get it, and I understand why. I'm not saying women are wrong or anything for doing this. It's that's on you. But when you're putting yourself out there and you're putting this persona on Instagram, you're putting it on social media.
Yeah, like it's not
the fantasy. Once again, the role playing is I'm available. It's your advertising, sexual availability. I understand, because the more availability and the hotter you are, the more followers you get, the more endorsements you get, the more monetizable, the more economic the better your marketing becomes as a result of that.
If your girlfriend leaves you to go on stage at the club and she leaves you down in the GA the whole night while she's dancing with the DJ, that's not going to work. I'm not telling you that because my girlfriend left me up there. I'm telling you that because I'm on stage. I'm watching your girlfriend cheat on you in front. I'm not jaded because I'm hurt. I'm jaded because I've seen the other side of it. I've seen women come here, want to go on dates with me, ask them, hey, are you in a relationship? Swear to God they're not in a relationship. tell me they don't have an Instagram, find their Instagram and see that they're engaged. It happens all the time. In fact, the girl, I just showed you a photo. That girl was engaged that night. That night she was engaged. And it's just so crazy to me when I see this. I'm not telling you this out of bitterness. I'm warning you because I'm on the other end of it. If your girlfriend calls Diplo Wes, it's over. We're talking a 90, 200 body count. If your girlfriend calls Skrillex Sonny, it's over. You're fucking done. If your girlfriend knows Deadmau5 and calls him Joel, focus on yourself, King, because you have got no chance if that's the case. Yeah. And so that's why I'm not telling you guys this out of bitterness. I'm telling you this out of like, it's just obvious from being on the other end of it, living here in Vegas and seeing like what will happen if you put a shiny object in.
I think the reason why people don't want love is because most women want their bills paid. They don't want love. Oh. They got 4 or 5 people. They got 4 or 5 people because they got more than 4 or 5 bills. And I think as long as we're in this transactional era of time, it's never going to be able to get back to love. We got to focus on the core value of what actually matters inside of a relationship. And we've strayed too far. Honestly, don't get mad at me. I know there's a lot of ladies in here.
I've seen all the faces behind you.
It's the truth. You know, honestly, we live in a prostitution era.
Wow.
Anybody know why that's incredibly ironic and funny that she said that?
Is she a prostitute?
No, who's she saying it to? Fucking Nick Cannon, who has 9 babies mamas who have no relationship with him, and he's just paying their fucking bills. Are you kidding? Like, that's why I was like, you just said that to Nick Cannon? Like, again, I'm not saying that Nick doesn't love his kids.
But also, if you have to date 5 guys to get 5 bills paid, that seems pretty desperate.
Yeah.
Seems like all these guys are broke.
Means you need to level up the guys that you're talking to?
Or just like get a job.
Because it's a lot of
It's
work.
not embarrassing to have a job. Like a lot of girls are really like, oh, I can't have a job. I don't want anyone to know that I have a job.
It seems like more work.
And it's
to
like it's
balance
okay to
5
work
guys.
a job. Like it doesn't matter where you work, if you're a waitress or a bartender, whatever. It's okay to have a job. And I feel like nowadays it's like people are like so embarrassed for anyone to think that they do anything besides like influencer or whatever. It's like no, if you work at a restaurant, great, that's awesome. Like having a job is a normal thing that people should do. We need mechanics, we need waitresses, we need doctors. Like everyone can't be an influencer. Right. Like sure, it sounds cool, but it's not realistic.
It's not cool. Trust me.